Howdy guys and dolls out there in YouTube land, your favorite little keto goofball diamond, and today is day 1121 of my ketogenic journey. Gonna show you everything I ate yesterday, gonna show you a chit chat and a weigh in, all that good stuff.
Wait. No. Wait.
It's the beginning clip. What are you doing?
I didn't get to say hello. Hello.
Hubby Mr. Katie says howdy y'all. Well, he says hello. But anyway, I say howdy y'all. What was it talking about? Oh, yeah. So I avoided snacking for yesterday, but I decided I'm going to snack on the weekends with my meals, of course, keto friendly snacking. So we're going to talk about how that went with the weigh-in and everything else. Let's rant, rave, and misbehave keto diamond style.
Three, two, one.
Athena, Grandma's so glad. Let me see your shoes. Athena, look at Granny. I love everything about you, but your shoes, Granny got them yesterday and they're so daggone cute. Yes, they are. Look at the little shoes on the feet. Your feet so fat, I wasn't sure they was going to fit you though. Look at her. Oh my gosh. And of course, Brother's going to be silly for her.
I'd hold her. I want to see if she's hand oil.
Not on the hard floor, no.
You look so handsome and beautiful today, the two of you. Early morning coffee is the butter caramel coffee from the Food Line brand, with some unsweetened vanilla almond milk, a little bit of monk fruit, just a touch, and oh yeah, Orgain collagen peptides. That link's below if you're interested. I was breaking my fast at 3 p.m. with a Bacon King, no bun, add tomato. They did put ketchup on here, but it's not a lot, so I'm gonna try to rub it off and just eat. Believe it or not, guys, round two. He had half last time, and he wasn't full. So we had to get another one. And hubby and Corey were still hungry too, so we got more. Chicken and cheese sandwiches on mayonnaise on zero net carb bread, the Aldi's. Guys, so being it was Saturday, I decided to keep all my snacking to Saturday and Sunday, snacking with a meal, not by itself. So this is the snacks that I had for the day. This is a performance nut butter. I do not really consider this a snack. I can break my fast with this. I can have this pretty much anytime, day or night, and it does not affect me whatsoever. It is, of course, whole foods. It is keto. It is yummy. And it's macadamia nuts, coconut, cashews, and some pink salt. That's all the ingredients in this. I love these, but I really should keep them to Saturday and Sunday because they only come with 10 in a package. The packages are quite expensive, and these were provided for me by Miss Angie. Love her, love these. So this I don't really consider a snack, but I did have this kind of midday. Now these two things I did try yesterday. I've never tried these before. A little while after being affected by Burger King, I decided to go ahead and give this a shot because my daughter bought these for Anthony. He wasn't a fan. So they are whole foods, not necessarily keto. All whole foods, no sugar added, but they do have dates and oats in them. So again, not something I would recommend for keto, but I decided to go ahead and try it. And weigh-in wise, everything turned out just fine. So I didn't feel bad when I eat this. I'm not saying you can. I'm saying perhaps for some of you who aren't sensitive to oats and stuff, that's an option. Now this came in a keto box. Now it's the first time I ever got a keto box. I will be doing a whole video review on that keto box, but this was in it. I up and decided to try it. And it's the Cookie Department Keto birthday cake cookie. This tasted kind of funny. Now it did taste like birthday cake. It was a soft, crumbly cookie. The problem is it had a taste I could not understand. It was like something that didn't just really belong there. And after turning it over and reading the ingredients, I saw cabbage extract. It is a very mild taste of cabbage that I was tasting. And I was like, oh, but why? Why is that in a cookie? I don't know why they used it in the cookie, but they did. And it did have a very, very tiny tinge of a cabbage taste. Although, again, all of this worked out, so you'll see the weigh-in here shortly. Honestly, guys, just now I realized I feel very blessed to have the weigh-in I had this morning because I had probably half a serving of this. It's so delicious, sugar-free, dairy-free, but, guys, this messes with my tummy in very loud ways. Here's the macros for all of that. 2,252 calories, 84 grams of total carbohydrates. In net, it's much lower, but I didn't add it up. 199 grams of fat, 133 grams of protein. Interesting, very interesting. I have some new booties in the seat, so I just want to say I'm Keto Diamond. I'm a 41-year-old grandma of 3 lovely, beautiful, sweet, cuddly, wonderful things. And you might see some kitties fighting in the background of this video or playing. I'm not real sure what they're doing, but it's mama and son, so, you know. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, I've used a ketogenic diet to lose 153 pounds so far. I'm comfortable with my weight, so every ounce lost from this point on will be celebrated. But as long as I stay under 165, I'm perfectly happy. Except for with this. But hey, that's another thing to deal with later in life. Alright, you guys, so you saw what I ate yesterday. I am somewhat semi-pleasantly surprised that the scale went down 0.2 that I could see, but since I'd weighed later in the morning, it actually probably went down about 0.6, because after being up for that long, I usually fluctuate up about 0.4 pounds or so. So I'm pleasantly surprised that I went down. Number one, I thought that Burger King meal really got me. It did cause a response in my body that caused me to be very, very sleepy, tired, and lethargic. So it may have momentarily kicked me out. Now the thing is, it was a very mild amount of ketchup on that. And I had it twice by accident because my grandson ate. I don't know how this baby does it. He is 1.5 years old, but that kid can match me bite for bite. And if I take a bite and don't give him a bite directly after, he screams at me. So he got about half of the first burger and about half of the second burger. At which point he did finally start spitting it out because he didn't really want it. He just wanted to have it. Does that make sense? Anyway, so I ate about maybe just a little bit more than one of the Bacon Kings yesterday. And they did put ketchup on, which I did try to wipe off. Now, I can have a small amount of organic ketchup. I can't have sugar-free ketchup because of the sugar substitute they put in it. There is a primal ketchup with no sugar in it, but honestly, that doesn't really have a taste. So I don't care for the primal ketchup. Don't mean other people don't. And yes, you can make them homemade, but your girl here is lazy and she don't want to, okay? I just don't want to. There are many things you can make homemade. Even if I buy all the ingredients and I say I'm going to do it, guess what? They go to waste. So we're not going to pretend that I'm that type of person, because I'm not the homemade type person most of the time. Unless it's just something I get stuck on that I really like. Like I started mixing the Unsweetened Vanilla Almond Milk with a little bit of monk fruit sweetener and found that it made a great coffee creamer, and now I make that homemade every day. But, well, every 2 or 3 days is when I need to make it. But other than that, I'm probably just not going to do it. But my version of keto has to be sustainable, budget friendly, and easy to do. It has to be. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. See, a lot of you people will say, I love your dedication. I love how steadfast you are. I love that you have so much determination. I ain't got none of them things. I try very hard, and I can preach it like it's nobody's business. But when it comes to actually being very disciplined, I'm not. I try, but I'm not. So I might fail at this thing I'm trying to do where I only snack on the weekends. But if I do, I'll tell you about that. It's what I'm determined to do. Doesn't mean it'll happen. And I do want to talk to some of you guys, because I hear that a lot. How do I stay keto? How do I push all the way through it and do it all the time? I don't know. That's a personal thing with you and your body and your life. And my best advice is the advice I've given the entire time. Always make your next meal keto. Yep, you messed up yesterday. Yep, you messed up for 2 and 3 weeks, for 2 months. You gained all your weight back. Make your next meal keto. Keep on pushing. Keep on going. That's all I can tell you to do. I can't make you do it. I can't stand there and say, hey, put that chocolate down. Because I need somebody to stand behind me and say, hey, put it down. I really do. But if they did it, I'd be mad at them. So, you know, it's one of those catch-22s. How dare you tell me after I've lost 153 pounds that I can't spit on myself or eat that thing over there? You know how much work I put into this? So, I don't know. Make your next meal keto, baby. Keep pushing. That's all you can do. If you fall down in the mud, I've said this before, but if you fall down in the mud, you don't wallow in it, do you? No, you get up, you take a shower, you clean off, and you go on about your business. You fell down in the mud. Get on up, take your shower, change clothes, let's go. You know, that's all you can do. And there's another thing I want to address. And it's another thing I don't know either. I really don't. I got to be honest. Because, like, how do you get your family to do keto? I can get mine to do it on and off, but I can't get them to persuade them to do it. They just say, okay, we're going to be keto this week. Okay. Because if I get on their cases and I get hardcore behind them, you know what they do? They rebel and they don't want to. So I just have to let them live their best life. I cannot force anybody to do it, and neither can you. All you can really do is lead by example, which brings me to my next point. A lot of people are like, okay, so I'm doing keto, but everybody tells me it's dangerous, it's going to kill me, I'm going to die, it's too much fat, it's this, that, and the other, your cholesterol, blah, 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 right? You can't convince them. You can't change their mind. When somebody is steadfast and hard-headed, like most of us are, you can't force them to believe the way you believe. What you can do is lead by example. Let them watch you lose weight. Let them watch you steadily get more and more healthy as you age. And when they come to you and say, okay, what's your secret? Say, keto. And then if they say, okay, well, what about cholesterol? You say, not a big deal. And if they say, what about all that fat? You give them the facts. That's when you have your opening, is when they come to you and they ask directly. But you can't force it down their throat. I've been trying. Trust me. My mother, yesterday I walked in her house, first thing she did was tell me all about the fluid retention in her legs, how they tingle, how they burn, how her diabetes is acting up. She's sitting there eating a banana sandwich. Mama, we all love a good banana sandwich, but you got to put it down. That's what's causing the fluid retention in your legs. Okay, well, I guess I'll eat this hot dog. No, come on. So, I mean, you can't force it. You can't make anybody, no matter how much you want to. It's got to be a choice. And you can't convince anybody. They have to come to you and they have to ask questions. They've got to open themselves up to that. Speaking of which, guys, just in case nobody's told you today or even in quite a while, you are one of the most powerful human beings on this planet. Huh? But you are. You really are. There is nobody else on this planet that is quite like you. And in some ways, that might be a good thing. But in other ways, that hinders the other people because they don't know what you know and they haven't experienced what you experienced. So you are powerful in some ways more than other people will ever understand. You are a wonderful and beautiful individual, and you can do things you have no idea you can do. You just have to push for them. You have to want them. Those who succeed simply want it worse than others. That's all. And you have to get to that point where you're like, I want this, and damn it, I'm going to have it. And I haven't figured that out fully in my own life either, because I wouldn't be living in this little crap heap if I did. But one day I shall figure it all out. Will I have it all? Probably not. I'll probably gain 200 pounds, but live in a nice house. That's my luck. Oh, we were talking about what I eat on keto, and I got off on a tangent. Y'all know me. This is what I do. That's why you should subscribe if you're new here, because you ain't never going to be sure what you're going to hear me say. It don't matter what the title says. You're never going to know. Ever. Because I don't know. I just make this up as I go along. Sometimes I'll have like a list of things I want to talk about, but it's short and sweet, like you're powerful. Because I wanted to remind you you're powerful today. Oh. Please share. Because there's only one way this channel's going to grow, and that's if you hit the share button and tell your friends and family, hey, this chick is crazy. She'll make you laugh, and she might even help you lose a little weight and get a little healthier. Yes, I don't have to act like this. I don't have to be goofy, but you know what? There's no fun in acting serious and being quiet. No fun in it whatsoever. I don't want to watch people that are serious and quiet all the time, do you? Well, today in keto, I had an egg. And that was all. And I lost 2 pounds. And that was all. No, smile. Be happy. Share your joy. Even if you ain't got none. Because sometimes I ain't got none, but I'm still smiling. I don't even want to be smiling sometimes, but I'm still smiling. Alright, so back to what I ate on keto yesterday. Thought Burger King messed me up. Apparently not too bad. It did make me tired. It did make me sleepy. I did feel, man, I could have just crashed and burned yesterday and been just fine with it. And of course that led me to do something that was kind of silly. I tried that one snack that's the RX Kids or whatever. But again, while it's not exactly keto, it is whole foods. So I was hoping I could get by with it. And I did. I got by with a lot yesterday, to be honest with you. A lot. I only had 2 meals, but I snacked with each of those meals. And that Performance Nut Butter was kind of out in the middle, but again, it don't really mess with me that much. Now, later in the evening, after I had had those 2 chicken sandwiches with the keto bread, I'd also had that cake cookie thing that have the tiny cabbage taste. Why would you put cabbage in that? Is it something that makes it stay together better, or I don't know what cabbage extract's for, but it don't go in a cookie. Okay, it just don't. Am I wrong? Does that go? What did they use that for? Do you know? Anyway, it was a very mild cabbage flavor, a cooked cabbage flavor, so it wasn't bad. Just not something you expected in a birthday cake cookie. After I had that anyway, I had forgotten until just a few minutes ago when I opened my freezer door that I had had some of that sugar-free, dairy-free, so delicious butter pecan ice cream. And I was wondering why I was tooting all night long. I don't know what that ice cream does. It's keto friendly for me, but I toot and toot and toot and toot and toot. My husband I was recording earlier and he said it and I was like, I don't want to record that. And I was like, I don't even know why I was doing that. Now that I remember why I was doing that, what he had said was, you went to bed tooting and you got up tooting and it stunk. I was like, I didn't smell anything. It was just loud. But there are certain foods on keto, and I'm sorry if you're a very sensitive person, that cause all kinds of reactions to your body and your belly, especially your belly or your stomach. All of it's related. Almost everything you do is food related, unless you fall down and bust your butt and can't figure out why your butt cheek hurts. Most of it's food related, okay? So, anyway, that's I'm surprised at the weigh-in. I am. I'm going to go ahead and throw the weigh-in right here. Good morning, you guys. I actually wasn't thinking. I got up and took a shower before I got on the scale, so maybe 0.4 fluctuation up. I don't know. We'll just have to go with whatever it says there. 162.2. That's only 0.2 from yesterday down. I mean, it's still a down, so I guess that's alright. So, yeah, as far as I can tell, down 0.2, but I think it's probably more like 0.6. I can't be sure. I can't be positive because I got on the scale a little later, after I'd done had a cup of coffee, after I'd done took a shower. I don't know. And my weight tends to fluctuate up throughout the day. It usually fluctuates up about 2 to 3 pounds. If it's only 2, usually I'm going down tomorrow. If it's 3 or more, it's probably going to stay the same or be just a little bit up tomorrow. So that's how I gauge my weigh-ins. I'm not always correct, but in general, that's how it works. So, like I said, I'm going to be snacking on the weekends and trying hard to avoid snacking during the week. I'm going to try. It's difficult when you have them in the house, especially when you got this thingamabob down here. Where'd it go? I'll show it to you if I find it. All right. So, a company reached out to me. I'm going to box this in a separate video. It's called the Keto Box. They asked if they could send me one of these, and I said, well, shoot, yeah, you can. And I'm happy to have it, and I'll show y'all what's in it in a later video. But that cookie was in here. So, anyway, guys and dolls, I love you so much. I'm grateful for you being here with me, following my crazy self in my crazy life. And you see the kittens and everything else climbing around behind me. The dog back there laying against the door. Usually there's kids bouncing off the walls and all kinds of insanity. And there's a walker sitting on top of a playpen, on top of a jumpy thing. This is my crazy life. It really is. So, okay, I need to get back on track. Not only am I going to try to only snack on the weekends, I'm going to make sure as best I can throughout the week that my meals are keto friendly, done with intermittent fasting. Again, if you're new, it's not scary. It just means not to snack in between meals. Have a meal, get full. When you get hungry, have a meal, get full. When you get hungry, have a meal, get full. That's intermittent fasting. Then don't eat again till the next day, till time to eat. But my eating schedule has changed. I'm now getting hungry early in the morning because Zach is back in school. Everybody always asks, or somebody always asks rather, why I worry about my grandbabies getting to school while their parents ain't doing it. All right. My son, his only living parent, works early in the mornings. Is at work before Zach has to go to school. So I get up, I take Zach to school. He has a stepmama who my son and her have a baby together too. She's a young baby, so it's just easier if Grandma gets her tail up and takes baby to school, or the big baby. He's my big baby. He really is. So anyway, that's why. Somebody always asks. It just always happens. But anyway, because I'm getting up earlier in the day, I'm going to bed earlier in the evening, I'm getting hungrier earlier in the day, and I might actually be breaking my fast with my morning coffee. I was not a big coffee fan till maybe about a year ago. I don't really know, 6-7 months, a year or something like that. I found this type of coffee, really love it. Found a kind of coffee creamer that I can have, really love it. So every morning, especially a cool, crisp, beautiful fall-ish morning, it's coming into fall, it's not there yet. But, you know, these fallish mornings, I get up really early, I take a shower, I make me a cup of coffee, then I get the grandbaby out of bed. So I'm getting hungrier earlier in the day. I used to start eating around 2 or 3 p.m., depending. But now that I'm getting up earlier and going to bed earlier, I'm getting hungry around 11. And that's not that bad, but my schedule's changing, so I'm going to have to work my way into it, work around it, and figure out when the best time for me to eat now is. Because when your schedule changes, you lose a job, you gain a job, kids start school, your body clock's going to change with it. When you get hungry, it's going to change with it. So we all have to work out these things. Keto is an individual journey. You don't have to wait till 3 p.m. because I'm waiting till 3 p.m. If you get up earlier, if you get up at 3 a.m. and you hungry by 9 a.m., that's when you need to eat. Our journeys are different. They depend on our individual needs. The things you can have and I can have are different. So I want you to know and I want you to realize if you're not doing it like I'm doing it, don't mean you're doing it wrong. And if you're not doing it like X is doing it, don't mean you're doing it wrong. If you're not doing all whole foods, all 100% organic grass-fed, it don't mean you're doing it wrong. None of that means anything, okay? You have to make this journey fit your life the best you can. All that being said, if you need my help with your keto journey, my contact information is below. I gladly help everybody for free anytime you ask me a question. You can also drop them in the comment section. I'll answer them on video and in the comment section. If you'd like to support the channel or help me out, the best ways are in the description below. There is PayPal, Amazon wish list, there's a post office, but I can't remember. There's a bunch of stuff down there. There's also some great links if you want to save some money. Do it. There's these Shashka bracelets, which I absolutely love and adore. I just ordered 2 new ones, and I don't actually pay for them. When you order one, I get a discount on my next, and if I save up my discounts, then I can order a free bracelet. So I've ordered 2. There'll be 2 more to show you. They're handmade, glass beaded, guaranteed for life, guaranteed to fit, and not expensive. Plus, if you use my link, you get 70% off. The keto box has a link thing too, but that'll be in the next video. Anyway, guys and dolls, much love to you. I'll see you tomorrow. Like, subscribe, share, ring that bell. Bye, y'all.